potential cast members, find crew members, try to get as much prepared before the actual shootout. And then you can just go when we tell you the themes, you'll be like, bam, let's go, instead of having to find last minute sound people or casting people, actors rather. Alright, so we're gonna play a game, but in the middle of that, you guys should be meeting the people that are on your card. If you don't have a card, who hasn't given me a card? Who has a card and would like to give it to me? Okay, so we have a card. Who doesn't have a card?
We're here, I don't have that.
Okay. Those of you who have not given me a business card and have business cards, please give it to me now, please. Okay. You just haven't gotten it. Okay. Alright. Who hasn't gotten a card? You haven't gotten a card yet? You don't have a card.
Have you given a card? I've given one, yes. Oh yeah, got one, no.
We're gonna let you guys do that for a little, like 10 minutes or so. If you slow down, might just come to me. But we're gonna let you guys kind of do that 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna pick one of you guys, and I want to see if you know anything about this person that's on the card. answer.
Shouting random names.
Okay, all right. So, Becky, who did you? Can you guys come up here for me? Yeah, right here. Yeah. And can you please introduce yourselves?
Alan.
Alan.
Faye.
What is it? What is
I'm
it?
talking to her. I'm sorry.
Alan.
Danielle.
Danielle.
Tatum.
Tatum. Okay. Now there's lots of questions on how does this work. You guys gonna help me answer these questions? How does it work, right? Basically, you come up with a team, right? Were you guys team leaders? You were not team leaders. You were in a team.
Correct.
Can you tell me what your position in your team was, Alan?
Actor, writer, PA.
Okay, and Danielle.
Everything.
Danielle.
I was an actor.
Okay, and Tatum.
Actor.
Oh man, so many actors. Okay, did you help write? How did it work for you? How did you end up being on this team?
Well, I mean, I knew the filmmaker, and he already knew ahead of time sort of what sort of script he wanted.
Really?
So, although they didn't start writing it until they got the theme and everything they were working on. And then once he had that, he emailed people and said, bring these kinds of clothes and show up at this
So
time.
this is the director who also wrote it himself?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so that's one way to do it. You know, the director forms his own team, gets his own people, writes it, and then directs it. He's in control of it all. All right, Danielle, how did your team work?
So I met my team leader actually at last year's AFL
Networking thingy?
network meeting for team building. And I got to meet a lot of really great people, but we really bonded, and I saw some of his work online, and I really liked his work. And he had won a competition he had been in the top 10 the year before, I think.
Oh, really?
And so there was a bit of a dilemma though at the night of the theme, which I really recommend not happening, and not having two writers, just because it gets really complicated, and especially if they're not writers who've worked together before in a team. There was a little bit of butting heads, and that kind of produced a problem. So they were trying to work together, and in the last hour of that morning on Saturday, we met on Friday, they decided, okay, this isn't working, we're going to have to write separate scripts and then do it. So
Wow.
I wouldn't recommend that.
So if you are going to be your team leader, you should have the control, okay? It just makes it easier for you to delegate who's going to write, who's going to do this and that. There's not enough time. There's 72 hours, right? So there's no time to mess around. So if you're just joining someone else's team, just let them figure out what they want to do. Otherwise, I think it might be kind of difficult. Alan, what about yours? Were you the team? You weren't the team.
No, I'm not a team leader. But there was a weird story behind it, which was some guy grabbed all of our emails and then actually got us together. But, however...
Last minute?
Last minute. However, this person was wishy-washy, so we kicked them out, and then we had a different team leader.
Wow.
And everybody chipped in, everybody, improvised everything, and then it all worked out.
Did you guys have fun? How did you guys do in the competition? You don't mind? I'm just curious.
We got Best Director.
Best director.
Yes.
All right. Good. All right. Cool. All right. What were some other questions? Just raise your hand, and I'm gonna point to somebody. Does anybody got a question that they really want answered?
You supply gear?
I'm sorry.
You supply gear for the shoot?
Gear? No. No, we don't provide gear.
To be budgeted.
Yeah, you have. I mean, I'll be honest. You could use this cell phone to shoot. You really could. I'm not kidding. You can. If you're really that good and you're innovative. I mean, they judge you on, creativity and innovation or whatever, There's a lot of categories. If it's good, it's good. So, yeah, anything.
Do you have fun?
I haven't been in it. I can't because I've been working with them, so I've never been, but I can now because I was asked to do this, so I'm not actually part of the management team. So if you want me in your film, you know, I think I can, right? Or does this count as me helping you guys out now? I'm no longer qualified.
Hi, I came in late.
Yes.
So is it 72 hours? We all just pick teams, tolerate each other, and spend the whole entire
Well,
time
you should-
like we're on Survivor? Or
It will probably be like
Go
that.
home.
Many of you will be staying up the entire weekend. This is this is the night, and then the next day you'll get a call if you're an actor. What?
72 hours, we all just pick teams, tolerate each other, and spend the whole entire
Well,
time
you should-
like we're on Survivor? Or
It will probably be like
Go
that.
home.
Many of you will be staying up the entire weekend. This is this is the night, and then the next day you'll get a call if you're an actor. What role you're playing, whatever, and you know they try to organize it overnight, and then they start shooting the second day.